Hi guys, it's me again, Joe. I just want to share with people, whoever is interested, I did make a little project again, a wood gasifier. Wood gasifier is basically taking wood and changing the wood into a usable gas that you can run a generator on, and basically create electricity just in case if crap happens. So there's a lot of good videos on YouTube, and then I kind of mimicked a few excellent people that I know of, especially Flash001 USA has made incredible in-depth videos. If anyone wants to build this, the guy's awesome, pure genius in my books. Anyway, I used a lot of his designs and mimicked it into mine. And another guy, Joshua Burks, he had I think it's a FEMA gasifier. I made an invert, the same like Flash's. I incorporated some of his designs, and as well as docdcox, or docdcox. His first name's Dan, I think, and he's made some pretty cool stuff with his gasifier too. So, but just a quick overview of what I made. Again, whoever wants to make this, there's a lot of great videos out there. I highly recommend Flash's videos. But this is my little design. So, this in whole is my wood gasifier. A lot of fun to make. I really enjoyed it. It took a little bit of time, but it's a little bit bigger than Flash's design. Mine's about 6 feet long by 2.5 feet. Well, I think about 3 or something in that area. It stands about probably 6.5 feet high. So first we'll start off onto this side, and there's my little motor that I run it on. Right now I'm still doing some testing with it, but works pretty good. I'll probably make a little video again pretty soon anyway. So I have a 55-gallon drum here. Big key thing with a 55-gallon drum, nice thing is it keeps the gas a little bit cooler, as well as you may want to get a drum that has a thicker wall thickness, metal thickness. So mine's a little bit thicker and heavier, but you know what, it's easier to weld. On the bottom there I have the ash port. Basically what it is an ammo can, and I just kind of welded that sucker on there. Works great. It's not Flash's design, but I just thought, you know what, heck, I'll just make mine a little bit different. So basically that's how that works. I have a shaker grate handle here, and as you can tell, it works the same way as Flash's. Flash is a brilliant guy, guys. I highly recommend watching his videos. How I did this was I drilled a hole in, I think this is a 1-inch little pipe. Basically drilled a hole, put high temperature silicone in there, waited for about a week and a half, 2 weeks, and let that sucker dry. With this inside, a little bit of grease, and here is a little bit of stove rope mixed with I think a little bit of grease inside there. So it makes it airtight, and it works really well. I love it, works perfectly. And just to incorporate, I just welded this in here. So forgive me, my welding's not so good. I'm not a welder by trade. But and now we're coming up to this thing. This is an ignition port. I love this thing. I think it's awesome. Originally I thought, well, why do I really need to use this? But I talked to Flash. He says the reason why is if you want to stop this thing if it's raining, usually people start it from up here. But if it's raining, or if you want to stop it, you can always reignition here, or restart the thing right over here with this ignition port. So this is, I think it's about 1.5 inch ignition port. High temperature silicone here, and usually start this up with anything really. Works like a dream. I'm really happy. I love doing it here rather than up here, so it works really good. Coming up here to the lid, when you first get your drum, you may have the seal may be rubber seal. I took that out. I put high temperature silicone bead all in this kind of round area here. I put it all on the lid. Let that sucker dry like, flat, and I let that sucker dry for about a couple of weeks. And now it sticks in there real nice, and it works like a great seal. So that's how I sealed this thing up. People, I welded this sucker on here. I drilled a hole, or pardon me, I just cut a hole in here on the top of the lid and put this 11-gallon tank on here, air tank. So some people don't do that. I tried it. I thought, why not? I'll just try it. And the best way to do it is, I mean, you weld an inch here, and 180 degrees, you weld another inch there. It takes long, it's tedious, but I like it. It works good. Coming up to here is my air tank, or the air intake. This is a little bit different than some people have it, but I use the 1 1/4 inch ball valve for air. It is more pricier, but I thought, you know what, I'm going to use that instead. So it works great, does the trick. On the top here, my lid, I made my own like lid on top. Basically, this was like a 5-gallon air tank, kind of cut it off, and then basically put a hinge here. This is from a you know, like a door handle type of deal. And then what I found really important, guys, if anyone wants to make this, big K safety factor, is put a spring mechanism on here so you can hold it. If you ever get flashbacks, it's really hard and you won't get sprayed in the face if that ever happens. So I highly recommend making this, you know, weld something like this on there. Just use your imagination. I think it works great. Inside, it's identical to Flash's design. What I've tried, and some people haven't, but I want to put, you know, that rust paint inside. You can try it if you want, but because of the moisture inside, the paint didn't really want to stick anymore, and it got kind of gross in there. So I kind of took it off. So that's the only problem that I found. If anyone has different ideas, kind of let me know about that. But yeah, I just wanted to save it from rusting or anything like that. Guess just get stainless steel in next time. But anyways, coming back here, so we're done with the 55-gallon drum. This is a fence post. It's smaller than Flash's. I couldn't find the, I think, 2-inch one that he has. So I think this is an 1.5 inch post, and it fits perfectly with the coupler here, the rubber coupler. The rubber coupler is, I think, 1.5 inches. And I use Flash's also. Flash's design with the slip and fit, buddy. That friggin' rock, man. I give it a thumbs up. I also put the grease inside here too, and keeps everything kind of airtight. On the top here are these are exhausts for an automotive, and basically coming back here, the gas goes through here, so it's high pressure and low pressure. This is a 5-gallon tank, air tank. Then high pressure here. This 5-gallon air tank has metal scrubbers in there, and basically high pressure here comes through, goes into a lower pressure here in this tank, and then exits out the bottom here where the moisture and all that crap kind of drizzles down into this 11-gallon air tank. Then it's spiraled around and goes up to here. But when all the crap kind of sits down here, I got a drainage, which is another 1 1/4 ball valve, and I can drain it whatever needs to be done. So, all right, so coming back here, as you know, it kind of has like a vortex inside, good little filter, basically comes up, goes into this other 5-gallon air tank, and then rest from here is all plastic, or pardon me, PVC pipe. PVC pipe comes up through here, and this is Flash's design again. Flash's design basically splits into two, works like a dream, comes back down into a mason jar right on the bottom. So I'll come over in this direction. Mason jar works really well, guys. What I did was I took a fitting, the PVC fitting here. You could put like a brass fitting in there and connect it and solder it to the mason jar on the top. So instead of using the high temperature silicone, I just solder that on there onto the PVC there too as well. So as a drainage, another window to see everything, works great. Flash, awesome. And then basically it comes through the top here and comes out to the port. So as it comes out, this is the first blower I have on the top here. It goes up, and there's a ball valve here, so I want to close it, I could close it. And then basically this is my ignition port where I can light it on fire. I really strongly recommend doing this, guys. Try not to have any flat area where you have problems with moisture. Can be a really big hassle with that. So it really, you got to watch out for that. You can get moisture in there and it's just crap afterwards. So as soon as I have a flame coming out here and I have a little bit of the blue on the bottom, which works great, I blow this this flame out, I shut this valve, and I open, there's a valve right here, which goes to my 3 filters. And then I open this valve here that goes to this other blower, bulge blower. So I open that up, and then basically all that goes through my filterization, and this is where the blue flame comes out. So what I have here is a Variac. The Variac is I think 130 volts, and it goes up to 4 amps. And I have my little switches. So it's an AC to a DC, and I have a bridge rectifier inside there to change it to the DC side. So it works good too, guys. All right, now to talk about my filters. So the filter media, basically the first one here is it's 3-inch pipe. I have stainless steel scrubbers. The second one is wood chips, and the third one is that pillow stuffing stuff. So that's how I made that in there. I highly recommend, guys. I talked to Flash too again. He told me don't stuff it really hard, or else you're gonna get tar problems, because you're not really sucking anything out, right? So whenever you put your filter media in there, put it in like lightly. Don't stuff the crap out of it. So that's a big thing. I have it so that I could take these pipes out. Inside here I have sink drains. Stainless steel sink drain inside there, and it works wonders. It works awesome where the filterization or filtered media doesn't go through, so it works great for that. I have a paper filter, which again Flash has. This is a 4-inch PVC pipe, and when I incorporate that is I got this sucker here. It's just a filter. I think it's an automotive filter. I don't know. I just picked it up at Canadian Tire. Put that sucker inside there. As you see, I could screw that in perfect. It fit perfect, so did that, and it worked like a charm. Just kind of screwed that inside and did the trick. Also with the filters, all 3 of them have like those little check valves in here, so I can drain water. Haven't had any problems since. Like there was nothing. I didn't have any moisture in there at all. In this paper filter media, I have that. What is it called? Those silicone gels. I think they're silica gels that absorb the moisture or whatever content. So basically it comes through up here, flows through out the other side, and goes through here. It looks like a radiator, but it's not. I actually attended this for a electrostatic filter that I'm just trying to use. Right now it's acting like a radiator type. It like cools everything down even more. And so once I have this nice blue flame coming out, I know everything's good. I blow that out and I close that valve. Okay, and you see there's a T-fitting here. So I open that valve now. This is where Joshua Burks comes into play, and he has that tiger hose, I think this is called. And how I suck that through, a lot of people have problems, is I use a hair dryer. On low, don't use it on high, use it on cool or something like that. This is what I do, just be careful. And what I use is the blow dryer sucks in this so that I can place it in here without, having a problem just to always pull this sucker all the time, right? So the pull starts. So then once I got it, I plug that sucker in, use my valves here, and start my motor. So anyways, that's how this thing works. I have a fire extinguisher too, so safety first. I hope this helps everybody. This was a really fun build. Again, whoever wants to build this, I can't stress enough that Flash 001 USA has some really good videos on how he built things. It works. The guy is smart, and Joshua Burks has some really good ideas too. And who else? And docdcox has a really cool setup too. And anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Hope this helps out anybody, and take it easy. Be safe.